Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to offer you a seminar for the Academy of Lifelong Learning on the great 19th century poet Emily Dickinson. I will be offering a two-session seminar that will meet on Tuesday, April 9th and Thursday, April 11th from 1 to 3 o'clock. My name is Allison Giffen, and I'm currently a professor at Western Washington University with a dual appointment in the English department and the new Department of Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies. I've been teaching here at Western for 22 years, and my expertise is in 19th century American literature and culture. And Emily Dickinson is one of my favorite writers to teach. As many of you might know, she's a 19th century poet who spent her entire life in Amherst, Massachusetts, during what we call the Second Great Awakening, a time of profound religious fervor. Folks new to Dickinson often approach this poet with a lot of assumptions, and there are many myths associated with the so-called Nun of Amherst. I hear such things as she was a recluse who only wore white, was possibly agoraphobic or anorexic, that she only wrote sentimental, flowery verse, and that she was obsessed with death. And my favorite, that some bad man done her wrong, and her poems are, like a good country western song, merely the sad tale of a broken heart. In my work with Dickinson, I love having the opportunity to pull back the curtain and reveal to readers the brilliant, funny, often acerbic, deeply cerebral, yet also quite passionate poet who exists behind all these myths. In this seminar, we'll spend 2 classes reading Dickinson's poems while learning more about her life, her writing practices, as well as her political, cultural, and religious context. For example, we'll read her poems that struggle with faith, many of which are dark Gothic expressions that represent God as a kind of ghoul or goblin. We will also look at her gorgeous poems about love and sex. Scholars have spilled a lot of ink trying to figure out who is the man who done her wrong. And now most are in agreement that the love of Dickinson's life was her dearest lifelong friend, Susan Gilbert, who later married the poet's brother, Austin Dickinson. We'll also look at her poems that treat such topics as nature, grief, poetic identity, and madness. I look forward to meeting you all and together exploring the work of this brilliant and exciting poet. See you soon.